1980, Elstree Studios, England. Soundstage D, The Shining production. Day 87, 3 p.m. Bathroom door scene. Jack Nicholson, axe raised, famous line ready. Here's Johnny. Simple scene. Should take 2 hours, 3 maximum. Been shooting since 7 a.m. 8 hours, 127 takes. Same scene, same door, same axe, same line, 127 times. Jack exhausted, physically, mentally, emotionally. Crew exhausted, watching, waiting, suffering. Stanley Kubrick behind camera, calm, patient, obsessive, perfectionist. Again, take 128. What happened in the next 90 seconds didn't just finish the scene. It created the most terrifying moment in horror cinema history, and it came from exhaustion, from breaking, from going beyond human limits, into something else, something darker, something real. To understand this moment, you need to know who Stanley Kubrick was in 1980. Stanley Kubrick, 51 years old, legendary director, 2001 Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, master filmmaker, obsessive, controlling, perfectionist, demanding, impossible standards, nothing good enough, never satisfied, always more, always better, always perfect. His reputation, terror. Directors respect him, actors fear him, crews endure him, everyone knows. Working with Kubrick means suffering, means endless takes, means mental torture, means pushing beyond limits, past breaking points, into territory unknown. Previous films, Shelley Duvall, 127 takes, one scene, crying, screaming, breakdown, real breakdown, not acting, actual mental collapse. On camera, Kubrick got it, perfect take, through torture, through breaking actress, through crossing lines. But results? Brilliant, unforgettable, award-worthy. The Shining, Kubrick's horror masterpiece. Stephen King novel, Haunted Hotel, family isolation, descent into madness. Perfect Kubrick material, control, obsession, perfection, madness. All his themes, all his methods, all his genius, and all his cruelty. Casting Jack, deliberate choice. Jack Nicholson, 43. Already legendary. 5 easy pieces. Chinatown. One Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest. Oscar winner. Established star. Strong personality. Powerful presence. Method actor. Committed performer. But Kubrick wondered, can I break him? Can I push Jack Nicholson past his limits? Into real madness? We'll see. Jack accepted role. Excited. Kubrick directing. Horror genre. Complex character. Perfect opportunity. What he didn't know, next year of his life, pure torture. Kubrick's methods would test everything, his patience, his sanity, his craft, his limits, everything. Day 87, the bathroom door scene, simple setup, impossible execution. The scene, Jack Torrance, driven mad, haunted hotel, isolation, supernatural forces, alcohol, everything combining, breaking him, destroying him, transforming him into monster, into killer, into something inhuman. Bathroom door, wife Wendy inside, hiding, terrified, locked door, safety, protection, temporary, Jack outside, axe, weapon, violence, intent, breaking through, wood splintering, hole appearing, Jack's face, through hole, maniacal grin, famous line, here's Johnny. Script description, simple, Jack breaks door, looks through, says line, terrifying, done, 2 takes, 3 maximum, move on, simple scene, basic execution, standard filming. Kubrick's vision, different, not simple, not basic, not standard, needed perfect, perfect terror, perfect madness, perfect performance, perfect fear, perfect everything, how achieve. Takes, endless takes, until perfection appears, or actor breaks, whichever first. Usually breaking comes first, then perfection emerges, from ruins, from exhaustion, from collapse. That's Kubrick's method, that's his genius, that's his cruelty. Day 87, 7 a.m. Crew arrives, sets up, lights, camera, sound, door, special door, balsa wood, breaks easily, splintering, dramatic, dangerous enough, safe enough, professional props, professional crew, professional production. Ready, Jack arrives, 7:30 a.m., costume, makeup, axe, heavy, real weight, real weapon, real danger, safety protocols, crew watching, careful, controlled, but real enough, feel real, look real, be real, method acting. Kubrick's demand, reality through repetition, through exhaustion, through breaking. Take 1, 8 a.m. Action, Jack swings, door splinters, perfect, hole appears, perfect, face through, perfect. Line delivery, here's Johnny, good, solid, professional, scary enough. Kubrick, cut, again. Crew confused, that was good, that was usable. Why again? They don't know Kubrick yet. Day 87, still learning, still hoping, still naive. Take 15, 10 a.m., Jack sweating, axe swinging, door breaking, line delivering, different inflections, different energy, different approaches, trying everything, exploring options, professional actor, giving choices. Kubrick, cut, again. No explanation, no direction, just again. Jack's confusion building. May, what does he want? What's wrong? What's missing? No answers, just again. Take 30, 11 a.m. Pattern emerging, every take, same response. Cut again. Jack trying variations, loud, soft, fast, slow, angry, playful, terrifying, calm, everything, anything, searching, seeking. What does Kubrick see? In his mind? In his vision? What's the perfect version? Nobody knows. Maybe Kubrick doesn't know, until he sees it, until it appears, until actor breaks, until truth emerges. Take 47, 12 p.m., lunch break, Jack exhausted, physically tired, mentally confused, emotionally frustrated, crew sympathetic. Kubrick's methods, hang in there. Jack eating, silent, thinking. What's missing? What does Stanley want? Can't figure it out, can't read him, can't satisfy him, can't finish scene. Stuck, trapped, tortured. Take 89, 3 p.m., Jack's shirt soaked, sweat, exertion, 8 hours, swinging axe, breaking doors, saying line, 89 times, voice getting hoarse, arms getting heavy, mind getting foggy, exhaustion setting in, real exhaustion, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, everything tired, everything hurting, everything breaking. Kubrick, still calm, still patient, still watching, still demanding, again, like meditation, like mantra, like torture. Again. No emotion, no sympathy, no mercy, just again. Crew watching, suffering with Jack, wanting to help, can't. Kubrick's set, Kubrick's rules, Kubrick's vision, just endure, just support, just witness. Something building, something coming, something necessary. Nobody knows what, but coming, definitely coming. Take 100, something changed in Jack. Take 100, 4 p.m., milestone, century mark. Jack's eyes different, glassy, distant, not present, body moving, muscle memory, swing axe, break door, say line, automatic, robotic, disconnected, but something underneath, building, pressure, anger, rage, not character rage, real rage. Jack Nicholson rage, at Kubrick, at scene, at process, at everything. Take 105, Jack's breathing changed, shallow, quick, stress breathing, body responding, nervous system activated, fight or flight. But can't fight, can't flight, must perform, must continue, must endure, trapped, professionally trapped, contractually trapped, artistically trapped. Take 112, 4:45 p.m., Jack's hands shaking, not fear, not cold. Exhaustion, pure exhaustion, physical breakdown, muscle fatigue, nervous system overload, body saying stop, mind saying continue, discipline, professionalism, commitment, continue, must continue, can't quit, won't quit, never quit. Kubrick noticed the shaking, the glassy eyes, the disconnection, good signs, breaking happening, barriers falling, control slipping, reality bleeding, into performance, into character, into madness. This is what he wanted, what he needed, what he demanded. Keep pushing. Almost there, almost broken, almost perfect. Take 118, 5:15 p.m., 9 hours, same scene. Jack's voice cracking, hoarse, raw, damaged. Here's Johnny. Sounds different, sounds painful, sounds real, sounds broken, crew wincing, hearing damage, hearing pain, hearing human, limits exceeded. Kubrick, good, again, closer, getting closer, almost there. Take 123, Jack stumbling, between takes, not walking, stumbling, coordination failing, body shutting down, non-essential functions, offline, survival mode, conservation mode, emergency mode, still performing, still swinging, still saying line, autopilot, but breaking, visibly, audibly, tangibly, Breaking, assistant's assistant, take 127, 5:47 p.m., 10 hours, Jack zombie walking, to position, lifting axe barely, arms lead, heavy, swinging, breaking door, automatic, looking through hole, eyes empty, dead, line delivery, here's Johnny, whisper, broken, defeated, nothing left, crew thinking, finally, must be done, impossible, inhumane, stop, please stop, Jack can't take more. Kubrick watched, long pause, then, one more, take 128, crew gasped, shocked, horrified, one more, impossible, Jack finished, broken, Jack heard, take 128, something snapped, inside, not breaking, already broken, something else, deeper, primal, beyond exhaustion, beyond anger, beyond control, beyond Jack Nicholson. Take 128, watch what happened. Crew reset. New door, fresh balsa wood, last one, props running out. Kubrick planned this, knew it would take this many, maybe more. Prepared, always calculating, always knowing. Genius or sadist, both, definitely both. Jack walked to position, different walk, not tired shuffle, not professional stride, something between, something wrong, something dangerous. Crew noticed, stepping back, instinct, survival instinct, predator approaching, alpha predator, wounded, dangerous, unpredictable. Kubrick, action, no preamble, no direction, just action. See what happens, see what broken Jack produces, see what emerges from ruins. Jack lifted axe, different grip, tighter, knuckles white, not technique, not training, pure grip, death grip, survival grip, weapon grip, real danger, real intent bleeding through, character becoming real, reality becoming character, line blurring, disappearing, first swing, violent, more violent than 127 previous takes, axe embedding, deep into wood, harder to pull out, realistic, dangerous, real. Crew gasped, this different, this real, this scary. Second swing, primal scream, not scripted, not planned, not directed, just emerged. From depths, from somewhere dark, somewhere real, somewhere broken, raw sound, animal sound, human sound, all three, simultaneously, terrifying, third swing, fourth, fifth, frenzied, uncontrolled, wild, animal, not acting, not performing, not pretending, being rage, being madness, being breakdown, being Jack Torrance, being Stanley Kubrick's vision, finally being it, completely, totally, really, door splintering, chunks flying, bigger pieces, more violence, more destruction, more reality, crew backing up, further, danger radius expanding. This isn't controlled anymore. This is real. This is dangerous. This is Jack Nicholson losing control. Finding character, becoming monster, wood everywhere, splinters, debris, destruction. Jack keeps swinging, keeps destroying, keeps becoming, transformation happening, visible, audible, tangible. Real transformation, actor to character, human to monster, control to chaos, hole appearing, bigger hole, violent hole, destruction hole, jagged edges, sharp, dangerous, real, not prop hole, real destruction hole, made by real violence, real rage, real madness, Jack's face, appearing, through destruction, through violence, through madness, and the face. Changed. Not Jack Nicholson's face, not tired actor's face, not professional performer's face, Jack Torrance's face, madman's face, monster's face, or real horror face. The eyes, dead, empty, insane, not performing insanity, being insane, actually insane, temporarily, momentarily, really. Method acting taken to extreme, past extreme, into dangerous territory, into place actors warned about, into place they tell you never go. Jack went. There. Had to. For scene. For Kubrick. For art. For truth. The smile. Not practiced. Not performed. Not acted. Real smile. Maniacal smile. Inhuman smile. Eyes dead. Empty. Insane. Mouth stretched. Too wide. Too big. Impossible. Uncanny valley. Almost human. Not quite. Something else. Something wrong. Something terrifying. The line. Here's Johnny. Not tired whisper, not professional delivery, not actor's interpretation, pure, insane, energy, voice different, tone different, everything different, playful but deadly, cheerful but terrifying, human but monster, contradiction, impossible contradiction, real terror, silence, complete silence, soundstage silent, crew frozen, Kubrick frozen, everyone frozen, watching, witnessing. Something happened, something real, something impossible, something perfect. 5 seconds, 10, 15, Jack still there, face through hole, smile frozen, eyes empty, staying in moment, in madness, in character, in place beyond returning. Not breaking, not stopping, not Jack anymore, just Jack Torrance, just madness, just performance perfected through destruction. 20 seconds, still there, still frozen, still insane, crew worried, assistant director moving forward, Kubrick raised hand, stop, wait, watch, this is important, this is necessary, this is what we needed. Let it finish, let it complete, let it resolve. Kubrick whispered. Cut. Barely audible, spellbreaking, carefully, gently, respectfully. Not again, not one more, just cut. Done, finished, his short said. Perfect, finally perfect. Jack stayed in character for 30 more seconds. Jack didn't move. 30 seconds, face through hole, smile frozen, eyes empty, crew worried. Is he okay? Did Kubrick push too far? Then, slow blink, smile fading, eyes returning, Jack returning, from wherever he went, coming back, Jack pulled back, from hole, stood, stumbled, looked around, confused, disoriented. Where am I? What happened? Assistant director approached. Jack, you okay? Jack nodded. Yeah, what take? 128. Did we get it? Everyone looked at Kubrick. Kubrick staring at monitor, replaying, watching, silent, then looked up. That's the one? Crew erupted. Applause, relief, finally done. Jack collapsed, into chair, head in hands, shaking, release, relief, everything held. 10 hours, all releasing. Kubrick approached, rare, stood over Jack. Jack looked up, eyes red, exhausted. Kubrick. Extraordinary. You went somewhere dark, real. Couldn't direct you there. Could only break you. Until barriers fell. You found it. Jack. I don't remember. Last take. Blurry, like nightmare. That's good. Not acting. Not performing. Jack Torrance. Real. Present. Terrifying. You became him. You broke me. Yes. No apology. Just yes. Was it worth it? Long pause. Ask me tomorrow. Right now. Don't know. Kubrick smiled. Rare. Fair answer. Walked away. Next day, screening room. Next day, screening room. Kubrick, Jack, few crew, watching take 128. Big screen. Jack watched himself, watched transformation, watched madness, disconnected, like watching stranger, not me, can't be me, but is. That's my face, body, voice, but not my mind, not my control, something else. Scene ended, silence, then Kubrick. That's the scene, that's the film, 90 seconds, defines everything, perfect. Jack smiled, tired. Yeah, worth it, painful, brutal, but worth it for that, for truth. The Shining premiered May 23, 1980. May 23, 1980. The Shining premiered. Mixed reviews, critics confused, King hated it, audiences divided, normal. Kubrick films polarizing, years passed, reputation grew, greatest horror film, Kubrick's masterpiece, Jack's defining performance. Here's Johnny! Cultural touchstone, everyone knows, everyone quotes. Jack interviewed, 1995, about that day. Interviewer, 127 takes, how endure? Jack, thought about quitting. Every take after 50, thought insane, abuse, wrong, should quit, but didn't. Kubrick's vision, wanted, serve it. So endured, so broke, so became, whatever he needed. Regrets? None. That performance, that scene, defines my career, measured against that, against madness, no regrets. Would you do it again? Long pause. No. Once enough, once perfect, twice, just torture, once perfect, forever. Kubrick died, 1999. Jack felt loss, complicated, respect, gratitude, resentment, relief. All mixed. Jack's statement. Stanley pushed me, past limits, past humanity, into something true, terrifying, perfect. Hated him, loved him, grateful, forever changed. Thank you, Stanley, you magnificent genius. Today, film students study Take 128. Today, 2024, 44 years later, The Shining, still studied, still celebrated. Take 128, still legendary, still impossible to replicate. Film students watch scene, ask how, professors explain. Kubrick's methods, 127 takes, complete exhaustion, truth emergence, students shocked. That's allowed, ethical? Professors, ethics questionable? Results, undeniable. Today, wouldn't happen. Unions, protections, rights, all prevent. Kubrick's methods extinct, but results still there. Still celebrated, complicated legacy, great art, terrible cost, both true. Method acting schools debate, how far? For art? For truth? Kubrick crossed line, clearly, but created masterpiece. Was it justified? No consensus, never will be. Art versus humanity, always tension. Jack Nicholson, 87 now, retired, quiet life, Lakers games, peaceful. Asked about The Shining, still answers, honestly. Best work, worst experience, most proud, most painful, all simultaneously, all true. Worth it? Still figuring out, 44 years later, still complicated. Horror directors today study Kubrick, want that truth, that terror, can't, not anymore, not ethically, not legally. So compromise. Results? Good, professional, but not that, never that. But Take 128 exists, forever. Proof. What's possible when boundaries break, when limits exceed, when humans push past humanity into something impossible. Except it happened. It's real. Forever. Soundstage D, Stanley Kubrick. One more. Take 128, Jack Nicholson. Broken, exhausted, beyond limits, beyond human, into something else. Axe swinging, door splintering, face appearing, smile freezing, eyes emptying, line delivering. Here's Johnny. Not performance, not acting, not pretending. Being madness, being terror, being truth. 127 takes, 10 hours, complete destruction, perfect creation. Kubrick got his vision. Jack lost piece of soul. Cinema gained masterpiece. Everyone paid price. Worth it? 44 years later. Still asking, still wondering, still complicated. Subscribe for legendary filmmaking stories. Comment, how far is too far for art? The greatest performances sometimes cost the most.